Es su compa Frank Valtierrez, and I believe we should all have a little bit of knowledge on how to fix small things at home, around our business, around our office, that we would have to call somebody every single time. And today what we're going to be fixing is an outlet that got burnt out. So let's get a little closer. Let me show you guys exactly how to fix an outlet, change it out for a new one. That way it's you don't have the burnouts here. So let's go do this. So you guys see on this outlet, they connected this extension cord, which technically you shouldn't be connecting extension cords and then cooking. They hooked up a refrigerator to it, which caused the burnout right here. So if you're not comfortable working around electricity that is live, then I recommend you look for ways on how to turn off the power. I've been doing it for such a long time that I've been zapped a few times. I've done it a few times where if I get a little zap, it just gives me a wake up. So if you're not comfortable, make sure you turn it all off. I'm not going to show you guys how to do that in this video, but I will show you guys in the future video. Look at this. On here we have the black wire, which is always your power. Then you have your white wire, which is we call it a neutral. So on this one, we're going to change out this outlet. You guys can see here it's burnt out. Let me show you guys exactly how to do it. This is like an older style of outlet that if you guys see inside, you can still stab a screwdriver in there. They started this new code that they call it temper resistant. I'm going to show you guys how it looks, and that way you're not able to stick like a screwdriver in there and get electrocuted. So let's go swap it out. First we're going to untape this. Like I said, if you're not used to working around electricity, make sure you turn off your power that comes from your breaker box. Just kidding. So this is your hot. There's your wire right there. Make sure you don't touch them together because it can cause a spark. And here we have our white cable right there. And over here we have our ground. This is a commercial application, so they have a little bit thicker wire, but usually it could be black, it could be red, it could be blue, it could be just about any color. And this one's always typically the neutral. They call it they put it as a white or as a gray. So let's get the new outlet. Let me show you guys how you swap it out. So on here we have two different outlets. They're both 20 amps, and you know it's a 20 amp outlet because it has a a sideways thing on there. This is for like your kitchens, dining rooms, anything commercial, any business. If you guys can see inside there, this one has like a little black plastic piece inside, and this one you can almost see the metal. So the difference is with these, you know, like a little kid or somebody can just stick a screwdriver. This stops it from being able to stick a screwdriver. They call it temper resistant. So this is what you want to use if you do any type of swaps on an outlet at home. And so what you do is the gold wire on any outlet is typically always the power, which is a colored cable. On here is the black, and then the one that's silver is always your neutral, or usually is your white or your gray cable, and the green would be the green. So with that, you guys can see in the back there, what we're gonna do, stick it in there. Like I said, if you're not comfortable working around electricity, make sure you turn your power off. I've been doing it since I was 16 years old. So if I could have, I've already had my fair share of zaps in the world. But I want to make sure you're safe if you're watching this at home and you want to do this yourself. And you connect the white with the white cable. And if you turn off your power, then you can grab the cables as freely as you want. And then you put the green with the green. And there's your new outlet right there. And just for safety precautions, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But I find that it's always a good tendency to do is wrap some tape around it. That way if you take it out in the future, it doesn't touch the metal right here, and it won't cause a spark when you're pulling out the outlet. It's just a safety thing. You give it a little wrap, and then in here, stick your cables back in. Take your drill or your screwdriver, you align it with the hole right there. You align it with the hole up top, and then you take your cover plate, which was on there, and you put that right back on. And now that old outlet that you had there that got burnt out or that has any issues, you get a nice fresh one on there. So with this, Frank Baltier's is su compa Frank Baltier's, and I believe everybody should have a little bit of knowledge and being able to do small things at home that can save you a little bit of money. That way you can do it yourself. So that's how to change an outlet that has been burnt out or that's bad.